let me quickly take in a perspective from our guest joining us. First to you, Bedi ma'am, what do you make of, the ongoing investigations? At the moment, do you think the police are on the right track? Have they lost out on too much time? Because circumstantial evidence, gathering this evidence is of utmost importance to build a watertight case.
Well, the delay will have to be explained, obviously, because even the delay in the FIR needs an explanation. So therefore, the delay, who caused the delay, what caused the delay will have to be part of the investigation. That's one part. Second part is that the police recovery of the body parts or any other on the pointing out of the accused is a very valuable evidence. So if the DNA establishes that these body parts are of Shraddha, will be very useful evidence as discoveries, as pointing out by the accused. Confession made to the police will not be admissible, but recoveries made on the pointing out of the accused is very valuable. Therefore, the more they recover, the better. But even if supposing they can't recover fully, some parts are still missing, yet these recoveries will be very valuable evidence. Third, they've yet to recover the head and the weapon and more parts. And the DNA result will be important. So A, DNA result, sampling as they called the father, I think that will be valuable. Certainly the weapon recovery will be valuable. And I think then the mapping and the lie detector to be permitted by the court. This will help you because that will break, because it seems to be this man is he's a very planned murderer. He's planned this murder. It's not instant. He's truly planned the murder so far as I've read through the newspapers. My information is only based upon news reports. So as per news reports, it's a planned murder. And he was a very angry man, a very loose temper man, already an abuser. I don't know why this woman was continuing to tolerate this. And even though when she said it saved me, why couldn't she save herself? All she had to do was run out of the house and call for help. Because it was times when he was traveling out. She could have run out. So the woman, there's an evidence where she's asked for saving. So I think all this is becoming circumstantial, I agree. But all this is a very challenging, but a very important, like Nirbhay's case was worked out very well by the Delhi police and became a crime series, as you know. I think this too will become a landmark case where Delhi police will work out, because Delhi police does measure up to such cases.
Absolutely, because Dr. Bedi, as far as we talk about crime series, ma'am, what is being said that the accused here in the case was also inspired by rather American web series that he was watching. But coming back to my colleague Kritzveen on that, how the distortion has taken place in the evidence and how it has been destroyed meticulously in a planned manner. Just take us through that.
Absolutely. Amita, now look at the series of events that have transpired all through the past 5 to 6 months. This is how Aaftab has tried to dodge the investigators. This is how he's tried to distort facts. Number one, he disposed of the liver and intestines first. So he went about his homework nice and proper, went for the liver and intestines first, and after having chopped her body parts into as many as 35 pieces, this is what he got rid of first. Thereafter, he spoke of, we were also talking about the kind of social media game that he played. But before that, he minced Shraddha's internal organs. So after having gotten rid of the intestines and the liver, he minced the other body organs. He disposed of the severed head at the end. So he got rid of the head at the end, and the police are now looking out for the skull. They say the skull is the key to the investigation at the moment. He cleaned the floor, the fridge with an acid to remove DNA traces. So he did his homework right, went to Google, searched what kind of an acid will do the work, will do the magic, got rid of all DNA traces, but looks like he missed out on the kitchen, because the kitchen is where the police has now found out some blood stains. They're going to be sending them for DNA samples. He discarded Shraddha's blood-stained clothes inside a garbage van, and this was the Delhi municipal garbage van. So can you believe it? The layers of cover-up that we've seen this man undergo the last 5 to 6 months. Thereafter, he dumped the knife in Delhi forest area, a dense forest. Already finding the body parts is very, very challenging, and this was a sharp-edged weapon that he got rid of to erase that evidence. He chatted with her friends through her Instagram account. So for a good month and a half, he was impersonating her on Instagram, pretending to be Shraddha, keeping up with her social media accounts and interacting with her friends. Thereafter, dumped Shraddha's phone in Maharashtra. He got rid of her phone in Maharashtra because that also in a way led to the delay. The cops got a little confused. Remember the kind of chats the cops are now looking at on Shraddha's phone and of Aaftab's phone. So all of that very, very crucial. He paid her credit card bills till the month of June. So there is no suspicion that comes in the way. And that's how he dodged not just the police, but his friends and the family to begin with. Remember, up until September, no one had a clear idea, Amita, that she's gone missing.
Absolutely, Mr. Memon. These are stomach-churning details that are coming in. How exactly was a near-perfect murder being planned? But looking at the psyche and the mindset of the accused here, sir, how watertight would be a case that the police will be looking into the challenges, sir? Because 6 months have already been passed, sir, ever since the murder happened.
First of all, let me say it's a matter of great concern that, we live in a society where we have to witness such shocking incidents, which is nothing less than gruesome monstrosity. As a lawyer, we come across many such cases, but this one has certainly shocked us all. I mean, in this case, as far as the collection of evidence is concerned, and I've been hearing, what everybody has been saying. So before jumping into any conclusions about whether there was a delay by the Maharashtra police or how the Delhi police is doing its job, we must bear in mind that this is an extremely challenging, mentally exhausting and a sensitive case to investigate. There is a procedure that needs to be followed, and I'm sure the Delhi police and the investigating agency is doing a great job as far as whatever the evidence has been collected, because reasonable evidence, which I'm certain whatever has been collected will 100% lead to the accused person's conviction. I'm very sure of.
Absolutely, sir. The Delhi police was quick to go with the arrest, but remember why this is also problematic is because an FIR was filed in the month of ongoing November. So why the delay? And this was all systematic and pre-planned, and that's why these questions are being asked today. I'll come back to you, Mr. Memon. Quickly going across to Nukul once again because he's at the crime spot. He is in the Mehrauli forest area. Nukul, yesterday the searches went on with Aaftab and the police personnel together in the scene for good 2 hours. Today, what are the scenes that you're picking up?
Well, Krishveen, as we were also mentioning the details, how Aaftab, he Googled after killing Shraddha, and he got all the information how to dispose of the body, and also he also used to see all the American crime series, including Dexter, as he also mentioned. So these are all the things that he was planning to do, and which had in fact made this particular case very difficult, because you can see this is the particular forest where we are standing, where the body, where Aaftab was yesterday was accompanied by the police. He was here with the police, so the police could trace all the evidences which were also could be found out in this particular matter. Remember, the skull becomes very important as per the evidence, as per the evidence is concerned, and also the weapon that he also used to chop up the body of Shraddha, which is also a very crucial evidence which police is tracing right now. Currently, if I can just show you here that this is a particular dense forest. Also, there is a particular water body as well. Let's just if I can tell my camera person to zoom and tell you that how things here in the forest becomes very difficult for the police to trace the evidences as per this particular forest is concerned, because remember, this is a very dense forest, and it's not just one particular piece of body which was disposed of. There were more than 30 pieces of the bodies which were also disposed of. Yesterday, Aaftab was accompanied by the police, and police had managed to find out some bones. But remember, the FSL reports also becomes very important, because as we also know, this is a particular dense forest, and the bones could be of animal, and it could be of anything, because now the challenge for the police becomes very crucial, because the search operations are also going on. They are also using dog squads to find out.
When it comes to locating the other remaining body parts of Shraddha, especially when it comes to a skull that is still missing, there are it was over 35 body parts. I mean, he had chopped up her body into 35 parts, and he had disposed and dumped them in various locations of Delhi, and one of them that is being said is the Mehrauli Ridge area, where there are other parts, what is being said of Shraddha till now, that have been recovered, but many more still remain.